me out. Someone cheats. It's not personal. Like when I mistakenly cheated on my partner, it was never because of her. It was because of me. Just I wanted to experience other people. You know what I mean?
why
That's
did
what
you
I want to
break up
do
with her?
because I like the security of her being there. Like
But-
I could go outside,
that's
but
messed up.
100%. I was young. It's like women always women are always like said to be like more emotionally intelligent than men, more accepting of vulnerability, but the emotional intelligence doesn't translate into like handling male vulnerability. They kind of get scared by it. You know what I mean? Well, I think my proper insecurity is probably like vulnerability in the sense that sometimes I'm afraid I might sound like a boost. You get me? Like if that makes any sense. Like when you bring up a problem to your partner, and she keeps doing the same thing, and it's just like I don't want to be a naggy person. Like I don't want my vulnerability to be perceived as like being naggy or being a nigga who's always like in his feelings and sensitive. You know what I mean? Because like even baseline vulnerability for men could be viewed as that, like if it's projected onto like the wrong person.
Give me an example.
Like for instance, I tell you that, nah, dude, like I don't like it when you don't like react to my messages and you just like you just completely like move on.
Okay, but then it's like, what would the person say? Like too clingy?
Yeah, the person would be like, oh, he's sensitive, he's clingy.
But then the thought process is like, okay, cool. Her not reacting to your messages in real time, how does that make you feel? What does that make you?
You feel unheard, especially if you're saying something of a profound nature. It's called like turning, like, so Dr. John Gottman in 7 Principles of Making Marriage Work, one of the principles is like turning toward your partner.
Yeah.
Meaning like it's like you make a bid for connection. So perhaps me sending a reel is sort of like a digital bid for connection, and like if it's something that you ignore on a consistent time frame, it kind of makes you feel like unseen, but like subconsciously. So it's something that builds over time as opposed to something that happens now. Like I feel unheard now.
But is that communicated? Are you speaking to her the way you speak?
And that's where the issue is, communicating it. Like you don't want to sound like a puss for.
Do you feel like you sound like a puss now?
That's a
Yeah.
You need to be more conscious of like the people you date, and they need to be aligned with you almost according to you perfectly. Is that
definitely. And I also think people's concept of love can be warped. You can be in love with someone, but love changes through time. Like it's not you, for instance, the love that I had for my boyfriend when we first started dating is completely different to the love that I have for him now.
Tell me how it was versus how it is now.
Shit, that's I love that. Oh my god, what a question. Wow.
You said it has morphed, hey? How was it?
Yo,
How is it now?
I felt that inside of me. Fuck, sorry.
Like, I guess how it was is like that, that excitement that you have when you first start dating someone, and it's like, and falling in love with someone, it's like very like puppy love, you just love like the very superficial stuff. And then now after like the amount of stuff that we've been through and just life in general, you start loving a person in a more sensible kind of way, in a way that like, this is the person that you want to continue with and you actually do want to put the work into.
Sensible? What's up?
So Leigh says that she's a fantastic communicator.
Okay.
And that's why her relationship has lasted 5 years.
Oh, beautiful. Well done.
So she says I can't shy him with a stare now.
Okay, firstly, why would you want to do that? Like, wouldn't it be telling of like the type of person she is if she like randomly leaves her boyfriend of 5 years for some guy that's making her shoot videos?
How long have you been with your boyfriend?
5 years.
Fuck!
You were never gonna make it.
5 years. And have you cheated yet? You're so pretty, dude. Like, you know what you look like? You look like something. Like I'd look forward to coming back to you at home. Like I can imagine you in like emoji slippers and a duke. You know what I mean? Like cooking pop and shit. And like you'd be so happy to see me come back from work. You know. And like, you'd be like, hi baby, how's work? And then you'd be like, it was okay. And then you'd ask me about like a co-worker that I mentioned like maybe 2 years ago, and you'd be like, how's I don't know, how's Thomas? And I'd just remember why I love you. Because you remember like the little details.
Well, I hope my boyfriend thinks that way.
Fuck! Alright.
Yeah, it's ended.
That's the film ended.
What do you love the most about your boyfriend?
What do I love most about him? He's genuine, kind, cares about me, productive, ambitious. Lots of things. He's not taller than me.
He's shorter than you.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
Oh.
Is he?
I'm fairly tall.
I don't know. Man.
Not very tall, but fairly tall.
Oh,
Yeah, she's
no
quite tall.
shame.
Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like 5'6".
What?
Yeah.
Make
What?
up, please.
Dude.
Sorry.
How much tall? Like how much shorter? Is
Like an inch.
Oh no, then he's
You
like.
can come back on.
It's the same.
Can-
It doesn't
can jump
look
back
like
on.
a lot.
Yeah.
I just have one more question. What makes a good partner?
I don't know. Like, there's a
kids
lot.
watching.
There's so much like things that comes with being a partner. you know?
Enlighten us.
I think patience,
Okay.
generally. Like, you got to be patient and got to realize that stuff is going to go down no matter what. So you just got to push through. Yeah, basically. Patience and communication. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Romeo, you can come back.
You can sit though.
He's on
Sit where?
important life lessons for
You can
me.
sit on my lap.
What is
if
this
you want.
thing about?
No,
Just
we-
random.
We're just having conversations.
They are like
You trauma bond with
content creators.
Damn. So you have a
Very
boyfriend.
interesting. Yeah.
Damn, that's so disappointing. What would make you leave your boyfriend for me?
Nothing.
Be honest.
No, like, honestly, nothing.
Not even his dry face.
That's me. That's you. That's downright. You're just gonna stand there and take that?
I like you. What's your name?
Leigh.
Leigh, what's your full name?
Leigh McGable.
Mang?
Mogable.
Limo Gable.
Yeah.
What your
What
can I
ethnicity
cook,
am I?
please?
I'm coloured.
No ways.
Yeah, I'm coloured.
Like wait day.
Hmm?
Wait day.
No, not Zay, but yeah, I'm
Like die hele
coloured.
gang is ook om life is viper sal nog gebete met snipers en as jy mos check ons is hyper nice vinnig terug vir die slice.
Are you putting youngster?
Yeah. So shit.
Yeah, I'm coloured.
That was a fraction hot. That was low-key hot though.
You did it. Your accent was kind of off though.
My accent was die hele wait day almal die jonge gebuite. Almal die jonge ken honde wat nog in 'n ken en die jonge struik is. Wait day.
I can hear that you're not.
You don't but you don't have a colored accent.
Yeah, but when I speak Afrikaans, I do.
Jy kan Afrikaans pragtig praat.
Ja, ek kan Afrikaans praat.
Ek ook. Ek ook. Ja.
Dis my eerste taal.
As jou eerste taal.
Ja.
Is hy se ware illustrasie van God se pragt.
You see, like, it's so rounded. It's so weird.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the fact that you have a boyfriend.
It's okay.
How old are you?
I am 22.
22. Alright, this is my friend Zipho. Zipho's basically gonna tell you why you should leave your partner for me. And action.
Don't.
Oh, no. Through ball.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yes.
No, fine.
Be nice.
Okay, I promise I'll be nice. Romeo didn't brush his teeth this morning. And yay.
That's scary.
No, I'm joking. Why you should leave your boyfriend for Romeo. Romeo is so kind and compassionate. You don't care about the height, clearly. So the fact that he's tall doesn't mean anything.
You're not gonna go far, Romeo. I'm sorry.
What did you mean I'm not gonna go far?
You're never gonna, like, it's just not gonna happen.
He never cleans his shoes. Those aren't even his shoes. He stretched out somebody else's shoes. And
supposed to be selling me.
anyways, yeah, that's Romeo.
Are you convinced?
No.
You're so pretty, dude. That's so crazy. Like you, but it's not. It's like it's like there's the different like parts. Like there are different like versions of like beauty. You have like it's genuine. Like I can see through it. Like I can tell it's also like within. You know what I mean? Like
I appreciate
you know what I mean? Like I feel like you'd kiss me on the forehead before leaving. You know what I mean?
So
Like,
it's the joys that my boyfriend gets to experience. Sorry. It's not gonna work, Romeo. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Zipho, how old are you?
I'm 22.
Are you 22 as well?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
22 as well. What are you studying?
Medicine.
oh,
Ah. Whoa.
like, imagine this, like, you know, a lawyer father and like a doctor mother. You know what I mean? Like, we'd be able to put our kids through private schools. You know.
I could still put my kids through private school though. But just me.
Okay. Mother, I don't need you.
I'm a baller. Baller alert.
Wait, what made you want to start? What made you want to be a doctor? Like, oh yes, fuck. Sorry. So because you study medicine, it's just like I feel like that kind of it translates because like your beauty has this healing energy. You know what I mean? And I'd like your numbers.
Poetry.
Uh,
Gonna have to decline though.
fuck.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like her number for what exactly?
No, to hit her up and see what she thinks of the video
Well, she'll
and
see
convince
it
her
on
to leave her
TikTok.
boyfriend. Okay. What made you study medicine? Leigh, what?
Leigh. Just Leigh.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it Leigh?
yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Wait, type shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wait.
what made me study medicine? Just made sense, I guess. Pretty much.
And are you happy with the decisions that you've been making?
I guess.
Uh-huh.
Medicine's not something that you're like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. But it's nice when you do it. It's very interesting.
Oh wait.
Yeah, never bored.
Oh wait. Do you watch Grey's Anatomy?
No.
Damn. Well, I did.
Yeah. I don't watch Grey's Anatomy. Like, I don't watch medical shows.
What?
Yeah, it's just not my thing. I think it's because of like the amount of inaccuracies that happens with it. It frustrates me.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. I'm still trying to hear your colored accent.
You can only hear it when I speak Afrikaans.
Yes,
Most.
say something. Say like a gedachtig.
Gedagtig.
But she doesn't speak calm. So like.
Oh, you don't speak. Oh, okay. My Afrikaans is very calm. Yeah, because you know
I see.
I'm
what
from
you
the
mean.
hood and shit.
Okay.
Ghetto as fuck.
okay.
Yeah.
No, but I'm also from a hood, a colored hood.
Wait.
Eden Park.
Oh, is that in Joburg?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought
it's
you were
around Alberton area.
Nah. Like I was thinking maybe like Aldo's or
No.
like Baibitang. What's that place? Westbury. You've never-
Westbury is that
Have you
side.
been to Westbury?
Yeah, I've been to Westbury. I have family that used to stay there.
Oh wait, shit. Nah, shout out. In my past life, I think I was like a colored person. You know what I mean? Like, but like a 28.
28.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That's scary.
Why would you want to be a 28?
No, I just think I was a 28 in my past life.
I love Zippo's fashion. She's literally like, what in the world?
Because Romeo speaks for the sake of speaking. Like, nothing that comes out of his mouth is logical or
That's
reasonable or anything.
How long have you been with your boyfriend?
5 years.
Fuck!
You were never gonna make it.
5 years. And have you cheated yet?
Nah.
Damn. What's kept you guys going on so strong for so long?
A lot. The same things that I mentioned previously. So, yeah. It's the
Like-
same stuff.
Like what characteristics do you have that like made it how do you think you've contributed to the longevity?
Communication.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm a big communicator. I tell when shit's going. I immediately say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, carry on.
That's basically what I do.
So communication is the key.
It really is, honestly.
I'm a great communicator. You know what I mean? Like Why are you doing that?
I don't know. You're like, it's not the truth.
You don't think it's the truth?
No, it's like, why are you doing this to the girl after she said she loves her man?
Oh no, I was just relating on
What
something.
do you have a man?
No, I don't.
You see, you should be going for Zippo.
Nah,
Oh, please.
Like,
No, Leigh.
don't put this on me.
No.
Guys, we're being mean to Romeo. Let's not-
No,
let's
yeah,
not
I'm
be
so
mean.
sorry. No, Romeo, it has nothing to do with you.
I know.
It's a me thing.
We homies.
Just to confirm, it's Romeo, no?
Yeah, Romeo, yeah.
Isn't it from Sister? No, that's Roger. Never mind.
Roger, the one who liked...
Yeah, go home, Roger.
You watched Sister?
I've watched it, yeah.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I haven't, like, I can't really remember watching that show.
Sister.
Yeah, like
Sister! Did you remember that one that goes like, through this journey of discovery, finding you and
Is it in Living
finding
Colour?
me. No. And Living Color was a sketch show.
Oh yeah, it was a sketch show.
Now
can't
that
remember
I
that one.
have the joy,
It sounds
to bring out the
familiar.
joy inside of me. What talents do you have aside from good communication skills?
I don't know. I crochet often.
Did you
Shit.
crochet your jacket?
No, this I didn't crochet.
Oh, okay.
This I got from good old Mr. Price. So
Oh,
yeah, this I don't crochet, but I crochet often. I do sing, but not often.
Let's hear you. 3, 2, 1.
No.
Paki, I'm struggling. Come help me, please. Hello, Pang. Please come help. Come through, nigga. Come through, Lopang. Pull up.
What's up?
So Leigh says that she's a fantastic communicator,
Okay.
and that's why her relationship has lasted 5 years.
Oh, beautiful.
You
Well
know,
done.
so
Appreciate it.
there's no. She says I can't shy him with a stare now.
Okay. Firstly, why would you want to do that? Like, wouldn't it be telling of like the type of person she is if she, like, randomly leaves her boyfriend of 5 years for some guy that's making her shoot videos? It's so impractical.
100%.
Yeah.
And
Thank
and it's so paradoxical because that makes me like her even more. That she has values, and it's just like, what do I do? Do I?
And also, like, what would attract me to someone that wants to break up a long
Yeah.
relationship?
No, you're looking at it from that aspect. Like I'm not trying to break up your relationship. No. I'm trying to be with you, which so happens to break up your relationship.
But it's contextual, right?
No.
Taking out the context.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking out. She has a man, and I want to be her man, and me trying to be her man will have her let her get rid of her man now. My intention is not to break a relationship; it's to start a new one.
Well,
Doesn't
breaking
make-
one.
And it's a byproduct, and then
No, you can't just
I'm
ignore.
not a byproduct kind of person. Like, oh, let's do something good and then ruin everyone else's life. It's not my thing.
I don't know what to tell you, Leigh.
It's okay.
Like,
It's okay.
we can be friends.
No. It's so obvious. Because imagine her man's watching this and you're showing what your intentions are, and then
He's 1 year older than me, 23. Yeah.
Is he also advert?
No, he does sound engineering.
Oh, shit, he's a DJ and shit.
Not a DJ. He's in sound engineering, so he does live sound and
Oh,
a whole bunch of
okay.
stuff, so not a DJ.
Josh. Josh.
No, not Josh.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know who Josh is.
bro, I'm like, you said it with such certainty.
It'd be crazy if it was him. How did you guys meet?
High school.
High school.
No.
I'm listening.
High school. We were in maths class
It's
together.
practical, yeah.
You got high school
We
math
were
class.
friends for a while before
Yeah.
we started dating. Yeah.
You trying
That's
to?
why you want to be her friend.
No. She just seems like a good. Plus, she's colored as well. I love colored people.
What?
What does it have
Seems
to
like
do?
a good ethnicity. It's like, it's I want to say Wednesday, everybody for no reason. That's crazy.
Wait, do you wear swirl coaster?
A swirl coast.
Yeah.
A swirl. I can't get the word out of my head.
Swirl coast.
Yeah, a coast. Yeah, a cop coast.
A cop coast.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Gosh, I love that accent.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Do you think love is enough to sustain a relationship?
No,
Why?
because love doesn't teach you all the other stuff that comes with a relationship. Yeah.
What teaches you all the other stuff?
Like being in the relationship and sticking to it. Like you can be in love with someone, but then a whole bunch of other things come about a person
Such as?
that you don't necessarily love, like just opposites. People are different beings, so how they live life, how their perspectives, their opinions can kind of take the love out of it, so then it's not the only thing that you need. Yeah.
So what's like the solution? Like what you should gravitate towards people that are, you need to be more reactive with the mind.
Oh, sorry, shit, I zoned out. I zoned out.
You need to be more conscious of like the people you date, and they need to be aligned with you, almost according to you perfectly. Is that?
Definitely. And I also think people's concept of love can be warped. You know, you can be in love with someone, but love changes through time. Like, it's not you, like, you, for instance, the love that I had for my boyfriend when we first started dating is completely different to the love that I have for him now.
Tell me how it was versus how it is now.
Shit, that's I love that. Oh my god, what a question! Wow,
You said it has morphed, hey? How was it?
yo,
How is it now?
I felt that inside of me. Fuck, sorry.
Like,
Was
I guess how it was is like that, you know, that excitement that you have when you first start dating someone, and it's like, and falling in love with someone, it's like very like puppy love, you know, you just
Fairy
love like
tale.
the very superficial stuff. And then now, after like the amount of stuff that we've been through and just life in general, you start loving a person in a more sensible kind of way, in a way that like, this is the person that you want to continue with and you actually do want to put the work into.
sensible?
Like, sensible in the sense of, it's very difficult to explain though, but like, it's more about like the practicalities of life moving forward. So like someone that you love because of their work ethic, and someone that you love because how they'll support you in the future, like those sensible things to like love someone for. And then previously it was more like a fantastical infatuation kind of love. Yeah.
You know, getting all excited, but then there obviously needs to be like that characteristics that allow, you know, the relationship to have longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How come you haven't cheated? Like,
I don't feel the need to cheat.
yeah, you feel like very secure within like yourself and your relationship.
Yeah.
What are your insecurities, if you don't mind sharing?
Because that's such a deep question to ask.
Yeah.
Quite a deep question to ask. I don't know. Like there's a lot of insecurities. You know.
You, what are yours?
Mine.
What are yours? It's not an umbrella question. What are your insecurities?
Giving a deep What are yours? Say yours first. I think I'm sharing a lot. Say
Okay.
yours first.
I'm insecure about my height, right? Like, I wish I was taller. And yeah.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm
Uh,
insecure about.
Physically,
everything.
I don't have like insecurities that much. Maybe I wish I was slightly taller and maybe a bit more lean. But those are stuff that like I can kind of like control.
Your height. You can control your height.
Slightly tall, it's not like a big thing. It's like it was a throwaway. Like
I mean, you
yeah,
can control your height with posture.
Yeah,
If your
facts.
posture sucks, then you know you're not gonna
like
look
someone.
presentable. I love how everyone went up. Everyone's like, your posture properly.
You're saying insecurities?
I'm insecure about where I'm at in life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I wish, you know, my reality wasn't entirely my reality. Something that I'm working on, but like, yeah, I guess that would be probably like my major insecurity right now.
Isn't there? Well, I think my proper insecurity is probably like vulnerability, in the sense that sometimes I'm afraid I might sound like a boost. You get me? Like, if that makes any sense. Like,
Wait, I'm not following.
like you know, when you bring up a problem to your partner, and she keeps doing the same thing, and it's just like, I don't want to be a naggy person. Like, I don't want my vulnerability to be perceived as like being naggy, or being a nigga who's always like in his feelings and sensitive, you know what I mean? Because like, even baseline vulnerability for men could be viewed as that, like, if it's projected onto like the wrong
Give me an
person.
example.
Like, for instance, I tell you that, nah, dude, like, I don't like it when you don't like react to my messages, and you just like you just completely like move on.
Okay, but then it's like, what would the person say? Like, you, what, too clingy?
Yeah, the person would be like, oh, he's sensitive, he's clingy.
But then the thought process is like, okay, cool. Her not reacting to your messages in real time, how does that make you feel? What does that make you?
You feel unheard, especially if you're saying something of a profound nature. It's called like turning, like, so Dr. John Gottman, in 7 Principles of Making Marriage Work, one of the principles is like turning toward your partner.
Yeah.
Meaning like it's like you make a bid for connection. So perhaps me sending a reel is sort of like a digital bid for connection. And like if it's something that you ignore on a consistent time frame, it kind of makes you feel like unseen, but like subconsciously. So it's something that builds over time as opposed to something that happens now. Like I feel unheard now. And
But is that communicated? Are you speaking to her the way you speak?
and
to
that's
us
where
now?
the issue is, communicating it. Like you don't want to sound like a puss for
Do you feel like you
But I
sound
mean,
like a
that-
puss now?
That's a.
yeah.
But I guess that's like your viewpoint on someone's like personality. I don't know. Speaking for myself, if a guy is vulnerable, then and I'm really invested in that relationship, then I would want to know why he feels that specific way. You know, you can't just be like, oh, because of my very masculine kind of, the masculine patriarchy kind of thinking, where if you can't be vulnerable, then you don't look manly enough. There's different levels of masculinity, so you've got to like.
Do you think
that-
you can handle male vulnerability? Because like have you noticed like women always like said to be like more emotionally intelligent than men, more accepting of vulnerability, but the emotional intelligence doesn't translate into like handling male vulnerability. They kind of get scared by it, you know what I
And
mean?
it's like also a double-edged sword, right? You don't want to just like
No,
it's
you
like
exactly you being vulnerable, and it's like
because it's like, okay, being vulnerable, we get it, it's a moment, it's not who you are. And I feel like a lot of people are painting the whole like male vulnerability as somewhat of like their identity, where it's like you're constantly sulking. You can be vulnerable and your person will be there for you, but then it's like the attributes that they fell in love with you for I don't think vulnerability is one of them, in terms of like
100%.
your stoic, tenacity, hardworking, this, that I think the major disconnect with the whole like vulnerability conversation is that they start pouring too much and almost excuse like bad behavior and just like, oh no, I'm being vulnerable, this, and it wasn't received well. It's like you can be vulnerable, but you still like, okay, I'm vulnerable, I'm telling you what I'm going through, but then if I look at it objectively, you're just a lazy person. And then you're like, oh fuck, she didn't receive the shit that I said correctly. That's just one example.
let's just assume that your vulnerability is warranted. Like your complaints they make sense, but like you're afraid of communicating them because you don't want to sound like nitpicky. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Like you just don't want to sound nitpicky. It's just like, for instance, if we wake up and you don't do the bed and it's something that happens consistently, and I have to remind you every time, hey, please do the bed. I don't like it when you wake up lost and you don't do the bed. And she keeps not doing the bed, and you've asked her more than 3 times, and she keeps forgetting.
But that's not.
And it's just
how
like,
does that attach to being like vulnerability? Because
No,
you're actively speaking about it.
Yeah, but okay, in that situation, you sound like a bit naggy, right? But it's just like when you complain about like,
I don't think you do. I think it.
For instance, like that example for you, making a roommate problems, relationship problems,
Shit.
like something about, if for instance someone doesn't necessarily do the bed often, but she might always take out the garbage. It's like a comparison that you, like, I'm forgetting now the word. You can, the C word?
Like a trade-off, maybe.
Like, trade-off, another word for trade-off that starts with the C. But for some reason, I'm not getting it in my head. But that's how you can, like, just, like, trade it off. So, for instance, say you like the bed to be made, then maybe make up the bed. Maybe she likes the dishes to be washed, then she can wash the dishes. It's like a trade-off. If you see that that's a consistent problem, then you're making a roommate issue a relationship
But also
issue.
it's like it's for me personally, it's like understanding. It's like, okay, cool, it might be a surface level thing, like it's not
Yeah.
that deep for me to make the bed, but why is it such a big issue for you?
For you.
Once you attach a sentimental reason to it, it's like, okay, you making the bed
Yeah.
signifies X, Y, and Z, so that's how I feel. It makes me feel this way, and this is affecting our relationship, although it's just it's
small
a little prompt. but there's so
Very
much
true.
underlying messaging of
It
the
could be
ex
like
behavior.
you're not considerate in a
Yeah.
sense. You could think that the
Yeah.
person's
What does
not
it mean to
considerate.
you?
So then,
You know that's principle number 5, overcoming gridlock.
Yeah, all your books.
Gridlock, basically. So it's this book I'm reading. It's called The 7 Principles of Making Marriage Work, because I'm trying to have a successful marriage and shit. You know what I mean?
okay.
So overcoming gridlock is basically you don't look at a problem on its on the surface.
Oh, yes.
You actually go within and see what that means to you. Like for instance, like a wife can like a husband and a wife. One likes eating in on Sundays and one likes eating out on Sundays. You know, and it's just eating out like.
Yeah. I swear I heard eating in.
You said eating in and one likes eating out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't see what he's trying to do, no?
What?
No, I don't see it. I don't catch what you're throwing down.
Oh.
I also don't know what he's laughing
Cool. So
at. Weirdo.
So what eating in represents for him, like his family always used to eat in, and that made them feel closer. And her family always used to eat out, and that's when they would bond, and that's what it means to them. So it's just like, okay, now that we understand that, I see you're not trying to clash heads with me, but like this obviously means something to you. What compromises can we make going forward? You know what I mean? Because we're a
That's the
team.
word, compromise.
You really time I didn't find it.
You know what I mean?
No, but I am listening to what you're saying.
Yeah, so because essentially you are a unit and you are a team, and you can't necessarily project your desires arbitrarily onto your partner without expecting them to have like a reaction. It's just like, no, I don't like this. You know what I mean? And it's just like, we can't go in that direction because it merely satisfies you. Let's think about us as a unit. You know what I mean? Like, you can't get your way all the time. And it's not about getting your way. It's about us finding a solution. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think also it's how you communicate sometimes as well. I think we, like, in that vulnerability, sometimes it, as you were saying, can be used as like, it can be used to excuse bad behavior. But when you do it properly, then I think that's the only way that you move forward in a relationship, is being vulnerable. Yeah.
What's the best relationship advice you've gotten?
Do I often get relationship advice? That's the question. I'm actually trying to think, and it's not coming up. I guess from my mom, not like necessarily relationship advice, but like how she, if I ever, not complain, but if I ever bring up something that I'm like worried about, she always like teaches me to think it from another person's perspective. I think that's what she often does. Yeah, she says, okay, why don't you think of it in this way, and then new perspective. So yeah,
there's a quote that goes like,
Go.
don't attribute malice to what you can attribute incompetency. You know what I mean? Why are you looking at me like that? So don't attribute malice to what you can attribute incompetency. Most time people aren't ill-intentioned. That's where the positive, always assume positive intent comes from.
No, I wouldn't know. Where
Bro, that's where it comes from. I swear,
where's
bro.
your data coming from? You can't say most.
No,
How do you know
the
what
data-
people are feeling
Wait,
when they act? That's what you're making an assumption. You're like, most people have this intent. Based off what? You're basing it
Because
off
most people are genuinely not maliciously in a relationship.
But I do kind of get what he is saying in the sense that
when
not in a
someone-
relationship,
just
but
in
I'm just
general.
saying in general.
When-
I think most people try not to be. They're not intentionally trying to harm people, but
Yeah.
there are those that do.
There are those that do, but most times,
But because of people's based off of my own experience, maybe based off of my own lack of learning how to like communicate or whatever, I can project a very like insensitive or different perspective to someone else, and someone else can handle my own thing. But I guess it's also you're the only thing that you can control is your reaction and your perception of people.
But I hear what you guys are saying completely.
Yeah.
You guys, the assumption that most, which is a numerical
statistics, 73%.
It is. It's a numerical. It's like there's no way of proving that. proving that? You're assuming.
We're assuming.
Yes.
But I guess we assume most things. That's the thing.
Yeah, but you can't say it in absolutes like most people for sure. You don't know that.
You need to find the citation right
You
now.
don't know that. Bro, there's no way for
American psychology.
There's no
Journal.
We need to get you to like
No way.
put the citation.
It's like also say like most people are good people.
Most people are good people.
Another assumption. How do you know that?
Aren't you? I'm joking. I'm so joking.
real.
But I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's like
I also get what you
there's
mean.
no.
But what position would you rather be in then? You know what I mean? Like, would you like, dude, look, think about it like this, bro. And I'm thinking about like it from like a relationship perspective. Maybe on the outside, maybe outside the relationships,
So
it
when
could
someone,
differ.
you know how most people cheat, right? When they cheating, does it come from good intent?
No,
It's
no, no,
selfish.
no, 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 no,
It's
no, no.
you're saying most
No,
people
no, no,
operate
no,
from that mind frame.
It's
Does that will you assume good intent with cheaters? Is that
you have to look at the cheating, right? Look at the
What
act.
the
Look
fuck?
at look. Okay,
It's like-
let's.
now
Oh,
you're
no, no,
trying to
no,
frame
no,
it.
no, 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 no.
What the
It's like now where your logic crumbles of
Break
most
up with the
people.
person.
No, hear me out, right?
So what is the good intent of cheating? Let me.
I'm not
question.
saying that there's good intent with cheating, right? But
No, but then
okay, look.
with your logic, just follow the statement before you. Most people operate of good intent.
Yeah.
A lot of people cheat, right?
Yes.
A lot. What is the good intent?
Bro, I'm not saying that there's good intent, but like there wouldn't be. I'm saying there's no malice with regard. When someone cheats, it's not always out of malice.
It's out of what?
It's out of like sometimes it's a mistake. It genuinely. Hear me out. Hear me.
But-
Please
but
hear me out, bro.
Listen,
You're not hearing me out, Paki.
because you,
Have you cheated?
It was a mistake.
there's different reasons to cheat. It could be a mistake,
100%.
could be revenge, could be
100%.
just you're a shitty person. But then you are saying most people, you are assuming that most of these cheaters,
It's not
right?
a good intention.
It comes
Yeah.
most of this. Wait, off your logic. Before you, I just want to conclude. most of the people that are cheating, right? You're saying they have good intent. Most actions, right? So is that what you're telling me? I'm asking.
Hear me out. Someone cheats. It's not personal. Like when I mistakenly cheated on my partner all those years ago when I was younger, and it's things I don't do anymore. You know, it wasn't. It was never because of her. It was because of me. Like I wanted to.
It's not you, it's me.
Exactly. It's just I wanted to experience other people, you know what I mean?
But why
That's
don't
what
you
I
just
want to
break up
do.
with her?
Because I like the security of her being there. Like
But-
I could go outside,
that's
but
messed up.
And
100%
you
I was
feel-
young.
Wait,
Yeah.
So, but you were young,
But-
but you're justifying it now.
Yeah.
I'm not
So it's
justifying it.
something
I'm
you are.
attaching
You-
the reasoning.
Yeah, but
It's
to
not a
justify. Are you not attaching the reason to justify?
No, it's not a justification. It's
Then the reason is irrelevant.
Like-
If
no,
you're
no,
not
no. It's a
justifying-
reason, bro.
But okay, I get people are young, and I also have like this philosophy that, you know, people aren't bad, they do bad things.
Yes.
But
No.
if
I
you
hate that.
if
I
people
fucking
people
hate
do,
You are
people
what
aren't bad.
you do. If
No.
it's like I'm not a murderer, but I've murdered.
No.
It's it.
There's
But you know what? If you look at like
It's
certain
framing.
forms of like psychology and different forms
Yeah.
of how like
You-
criminal psychologists, for instance, take things off, they do take it from that perspective as well. Because
I'm not a cheater. I've cheated maybe 100 times.
It's-
It's so flawed.
You know, there's a psychological concept behind it. It's called the fundamental attribution error. How does it go again? It's like people attach like you doing something negative to your internal characteristics as opposed to like looking at the circumstances that led to that behavior. So if I do something bad, you'd say I'm a bad person, but it's just like, no, let's look at it contextually, because only looking at it from a surface-based level won't lead you to an understanding of that person's character.
Oh, it could.
but I
You do
can
it enough times.
Yeah, okay,
it's
but
like-
and that's a variable. You look if it's done consistently.
But you all your actions, no.
Not-
What you do. It's like you consistently see someone, or you see someone working hard, and you're like, oh no, maybe he's not a hard worker.
No,
It's like-
no, dude. Obviously, it's not like it's
he
not
works
something.
hard.
He works hard. He works hard.
But I get what you mean. Like I understand. Like I know what you're trying to say in the fact that you are generally associated in
your
this
actions.
world with your actions.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
Very true. But
Yeah.
you know, the whole concept of like once a cheater, always a cheater can sometimes be unfair to someone
Can
because
I-
it excludes
yeah,
them
I'm
from
not-
changing as a person.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying that like
But it doesn't excuse the shit that you
Yeah.
did. Like, you can't just be like, oh my gosh, I did bad stuff.
but it's like it's almost as if you guys are saying that you're your thoughts and not your actions. That's how I'm receiving it. Because you
Yes.
it's like you're
But I get what
relax. We're trying to have a constructive conversation.
'Cause
It's breaking it.
I get what you're saying
Because it's like I can think of maybe cheating and I don't end up cheating. I get tempted to doing. Does that make me a cheater? I justified it in my head and I ended up not doing it, or maybe I wanted to do it. But then the act of doing something is what you are and who you are. I can think of killing someone. I'm not a murderer. So
Very
so
true.
so when you tell me that like oh no, you're not your action, and you kind of like have to look at the justification in your head. We're constantly justifying stuff, but we're not actively manifesting it into the physical realm. I think you are your actions and not your thoughts. I think it's the inverse.
I
If-
think there's nuance.
No, yeah, there is
There's
this.
definitely
I think
nuance.
there's definitely a nuance to it, just like all things in life. There is a nuance to things. I think if someone makes the active effort to recognize the mistakes that they've made and to change it, then they aren't what they did. But if you're actively still doing what you did wrong, then you are what you did.
I think
Yeah.
you always have.
But
a
it's
label.
also, but you'll always have, definitely always have a label.
It's like you can't take it away. Where it's like like if I ask you, have you cheated before? Cool. Maybe it was like what 5 years ago, but you have cheated before.
So because I cheated 5 years
I didn't say
ago-
you're a cheater now,
Okay,
but now
okay.
it's an assumption that thing completely goes away. It's always there as your label. That's what you've done. If I ask, it will never change, despite all the work that you've done now. You'll never be like, oh no, I have not cheated. It doesn't disappear.
I guess also the concept of like when you were a kid and you stole a chappie from a shop.
Are
Does
you a
that
thief?
make you a thief? But you did steal.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. So, but yeah, no,
But
definitely.
yeah, that's right.
But
If I
I
ask you,
do-
have you stolen before, and you say yes, you have.
Yeah.
It's like
You're a thief now.
I didn't say you're a thief. I didn't say you're a cheater now, did I?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you're trying to make me sound crazy. Well,
No.
how did I say he's a cheater?
No, I'm saying technically the way you said it, like people's actions are what they are and not their thoughts. So technically, if he did cheat, then he's a cheater in your perspective.
He has cheated. He's not currently cheating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll never do it again.
But as you said, someone's actions, you can't really wipe that away.
Yeah.
So,
He has still cheated.
Yeah.
Yes,
but
it's not
and
being
that's
wiped
what we
away.
were saying. The person has done that action, and now, but it doesn't make them that person. So you're technically proving you're contradicting yourself
How so?
because you just said that if someone does something, they are associated with that. If some, for instance, like how you said, if I've murdered someone,
Yeah.
if someone has murdered someone, they are a murderer, right?
Yes.
Even if it's 10 years for down the line.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Are they not a murderer? I'm asking you. Are they not?
but that's what
Dun,
you
dun,
you
dun,
were going
dun.
against now. 'cause
Answer
you
the
were
question.
saying-
Answer the
Still
question.
sticking to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, are they not? According to
Yes,
you, if they've murdered before,
society's
do they
wrong.
wipe it away? Is it
Yeah,
like something we
but
forget?
As I said, there's so many nuance to it, but we don't necessarily wipe it all away. That's what I'm trying to say. You were saying, you were contradicting yourself because you did say that the person he's not a cheater.
I think I
I guess I
understand.
also understand what you're saying. Well, murdering and like the cheating, there's more nuance to it because it's like now, if I say he's a cheater, it seems like I'm saying he's actively cheating.
Cheating,
But he's
yeah.
done it before. He has cheated.
But if you say he's a murderer, then
But
it
he-
also feels like you're saying they're actively murdering.
I don't think so.
Sometimes it
Wait,
could be that.
we need to wrap shit up. This is on 40 minutes.
Yeah, I guess it's more nuanced. But you get what I'm saying.
But I do get what you're
Yeah.
saying. I do get what you're saying.
This
But
was
yeah,
so fulfilling.
people should not excuse their cheating for I did it a couple years back.
It's the reasoning, you know. It's not about being a cheater. It's like you have to look at it contextual.
No, I absolutely.
Hurt someone, recognize that you've hurt that person. Yeah.
When
When
your actions, cheater.
cool, away.
If you guys want me to remain
I was young.
call you a cheater, man.
I was young. Is there any advice that you'd like to depart? You know,
Be kind and don't be a shitty person.
make it.
fine.
No, that's not fine.
Why? What
Force
does it have to
intimacy.
be deep?
Force intimacy. Force it. Say, I want you to be deeper. Where I gave you what I felt comfortable. I want more. I cannot navigate. I am not aware. Cry with me now.
Do yourself in a non-harmful way. I don't know.
To say something deep.
Let's make it like, okay, let's sit up straight, right? Okay, you're gonna say something insightful now, but then you're gonna put like the shades on. What's so okay, let's go.
Where are you going?
I don't. Why do I need to put on the
No,
shades?
for like to make it like a clippable moment. Let's go.
Be yourself in not a harmful way.
Damn, I know.